It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Rams and the 49ers on Thursday night.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback.
And right away he lost the football, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
He juked him. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Powers through. And he's got some space here. How did he stay on his feet? And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Let's go.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and
1. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. On 2nd down, Mostert.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo buying time to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown!
Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A 10-play drive that time, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, what a catch by Samuel.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Sanu.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we had to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Come on, boys, let's go!
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Darius Williams, the one there defensively. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Garoppolo now. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Sermon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Running the counter with Mostert.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
Open space inside the 10. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sermon.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Stafford on first down. It's caught by Jackson. And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
After the sack on first down, Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. That goes for a gain of 31.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offense.
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
And in 2020, this unit was again one of the best defenses in the NFL. They can bring a lot of heat with their pass rush. As a group, they finished with 53 sacks last season, second only to the Steelers' 56, and a lot of it was interior pressure.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And they can't bring him down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
All right, ball at the 1-yard line, fourth down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Trey Sermon
taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by the rookie Trey Sermon. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The defense of San Francisco marching back onto the field now. They've got the victory in sight. You've been in this spot before back in your playing days. How nice is it to go out there pretty much knowing this is a victory?
It's beyond nice. It's what you build for each and every week that you're getting ready to play. And that's a tough, long week of practice. But to be able to turn it into a win and be able to enjoy it, yeah, that's why you play.
Now they'll just be looking here for one final stop in the waning moments.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Stafford here. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. first down at Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.